But yeah, you touched on a lot of stuff, and I was one of the questions I was thinking of is like, that rush mentality, right? I feel like it's also you can correlate it pretty well with the budget of that project, right? Like, I feel like projects with a smaller budget in terms of like marketing and overall development, they feel like they have that need to like kind of launch things pretty quick compared to projects that have a larger, maybe they're VC funded or just have a larger budget in general, and they can take more time with planning and actually launching things and getting things done. And I wanted to see if that was kind of like that correlation that you notice with these projects, maybe if the ones that have like the lesser of that budget look to really push things forward as fast as possible, while those who have a larger one tend to kind of just build it out on a longer term.
So I think, I mean, based on my experience, I mean, I think that you do see. I mean, so realistically, right? If I had a small project with I'm bootstrapping basically, right? That was where you're thinking, I need organic. I need to really build this out, and it really needs to be more experiential than technical, probably, right? Because you don't have, the budget, right, to go and create this magical world or experience. So that really needs to be based on what can you really create with the resources that you have at hand, right? And again, like there's a lot that can be offered. Like there's the artist we have right now. I mean, one of the utility that the audience, that the community really wanted, was to watch her create art live. That was one of the channels on the
That's
Discord,
perfect.
right? Things like this, and teaching, and becoming a launch pad, and finding other ways to help others. It all comes down to your mission, who you're serving, obviously, and what you're doing. But obviously, before you go into any of these projects, you're looking, what resources do I have? How can I go and make this happen? And how can I connect the dots so that everybody sees that this is going to happen? And the thing is, right, if you have a smaller project, again, that's a linear, because how do? You build it and you show everybody, look, I told you we were going to have this event. We had it. Boom. Okay. I told you we're going to have this event. We did this and you guys shared it. We gave out PO-ops, hybridized PO-ops. As long as you can show that everything that you've told your audience has happened, right? And that's why, again, don't shoot for the moon, especially in the beginning. Like, just show realistically, like all these things that we told you, even airdrops of art. Like, there's so many things that you can do along, when a project's created. There's so much sample art that's created, even, right? Oh my gosh, there's so many fun things that you could create hybridized pull-ups of. You could do NFTs. There's experiences. But again, make sure you have that for the bigger projects, right? I mean, that look like, yeah, they're going longer. Uh, I've seen artists, like fuck render, right, that have been able just in a matter, like in days, say, hey, I'm doing this drop tomorrow. There's really, for what we see, it doesn't seem like, like he's able to go and execute these things. Not a lot of buildup, but I think the bigger projects, the ones that are doing all these, all taking more time and all that. Yeah, that. There's two ways to go about that, right? I mean, it's all about what needs to happen, right? Because we all like to take the path of least resistance, and I think,
Yeah.
obviously, if you're able to execute and you see from the data that that there's demand beyond the mint and you can launch it, great. And I think, but some of these other projects, it obviously, it all, you see, that's the thing, is it a new project where you're entering the market, or are you somebody that's already in there and you've already built up your brand and you have a following? I mean, there's all these variables, right, that need to be answered. But I don't think that it's just, oh, the big ones, they take longer or less time, and the small ones, it's really about your strategy. And I think, just, on a note, I mean, for me, it's a red flag, right? When you see a project or you see something that just kind of threw it together, it's all haphazard, nothing really makes sense. There's not, it's just like they're trying to rush, right? Because they're like, oh, I got to meet this team move so fast. I don't, right? Especially coming out of the storm that we just did.
Yeah,
I'm not playing with
exactly.
risk, right? I need to
Yeah.
see that all these things are linear, and that the work went there. I don't respect
You need
that
more
anymore,
than
because I
social
saw too
proof.
much of it.
Yeah.
Where, right? Because what do we do? This last half, this first phase of the NFT market, we came out of it. We gave a lot of people, they said, hey, believe in me, we're going to do these things. Some did deliver, some did, but the majority not, right? So I think
It's
that's
crazy
now,
because
we're past that
I
experimentation.
yeah,